Alright, fellas, I'm gonna give you the muscle building framework. And I'm telling you this because I'm in shape, right? I've been training for about 5 years. 5 years and 2 months, if you want to be very specific. And I'm walking out, man. And one thing I tend to notice is no one's in shape like that. It's one thing to see a lot, frequently on social media. And I truly believe the saying, you are the five people who you hang out with. So whether that be in a real life sense or even in a virtual sense, the things you tend to see, you kind of start to think that everyone has what you have, and so we tend to downplay our achievements because when you've done something for so long, you start to deem that as natural, and that's pretty much the goal. Because when you start off with your fitness journey, you initially tend to think that, and I've fallen victim to this too. And honestly, if it gets to where you want to be in terms of your fitness goal, I would even bash you for it. But it tends to come from like external attraction. You want to seek validation from people. You want to gain respect from men. You want to gain respect from women, your family, and there's nothing wrong with that. But after a few years into your fitness journey, you start to realize it was never just seeking the attention. That just came as a byproduct. It was more so training your mentality, training your mind to get to the point where you're able to, just respect yourself. And I'm walking out all the time. Barely anyone's in shape, and people, they want what you have. Not many people train like you, like me. Assuming you are into fitness. No, you're probably not, because the video is called Muscle Building Framework. Now, the Muscle Building Framework, let's get on to it. What you need to do first, I'm going to make it very, very simple for you guys. I'm not going to complicate nothing. This video is going to probably only be 10 minutes. What you want to do first, we have gravity in the world, right? It goes up and down. There's a reason why when I jump, I come back down, because gravity pulls you down. Now, that's going to play to our benefit. Why is that going to play to our benefit? Well, it's going to play to our benefit because we're going to use your body weight to embrace resistance. What is resistance? Just you putting stress on your body simply by either going up or down. I don't care what exercise movement you're doing. So if you're starting out working out, do any movement. I don't care if it's flipping push-ups, squats. It's the mere fact that you're going up and down. So you're playing with gravity. You are embracing gravity. You're taking gravity with your body to work out. That's why it puts stress in your body when you go up and down. You've never done that before, and what your muscles gonna think, because it's like our brain isn't different to the primal, days 1,000 years ago, right? So when you keep putting stress to something, so we're talking about your muscles this time. When you keep putting stress on your muscles are gonna think, yeah, man, I don't like it, man. I wanna quit. And here's the thing about humans: when we train, we will naturally find, and this is just the humans, our brain is not naturally conditioned for discomfort. So we kind of have to put our brain manually through that, through simply defying the bitch part of our brain and just manually telling it, keep going, keep going, keep going. And what tends to happen here is our muscles, they feel like they're in danger. And I'm linking this to like 1,000 years ago. It's like, say you're in the wild, someone's has pitchforks coming after you, a whole bear, and your muscles are constantly just being through pain, hardship, hardship, hardship. Well, your brain's gonna think, I can't keep this skinny twig physique anymore. You're running all the time, so what are your legs going to do? Your muscles are gonna tell you, hey man, we need to put on some more mass. We're gonna die at this rate. So your legs put some more muscle. This is why when you run so fast, I don't know if you've ever run in the past, but assuming you have gone to school, you run in the past. This is why you feel the areas in your legs, your calves, it starts to hurt, right? Because you need growth to survive. No pain, no gain, right? Well, we're links here, no pain, no gain. Why do you think when you lift dumbbells, it hurts, right? You know, I relate. I remember every time I'd be lifting my weights, I'm like, shit, man, this shit really hurts, and you want to put the weight down. That's the bitch part of your brain. So you need to manually tell yourself, bring that shit back up and curl it. You need to curl that stuff, man, because that's your brain. You manually telling your brain, okay, we're in pain, we're in danger. We need to put in more effort with our muscles. We need to build it up. So if anyone wants to try us again, if any stress comes at that again, we're solid. We know what to do. That's your brain adapting to hardship. Knowing what's needed to be done. So simply, to build muscle is very easy. Don't let any of these people fool you or make it seem any more difficult than it is. I think the main problem is, they tend to make it a lot harder because they show a lot more workouts, and it confuses your brain, making you think it's a lot harder than it really is. But it's really simple. And here's the beauty about working out for the first time. When you're working out for the first time, it doesn't matter what gym movement you do. Even if you just do one push-up, you still make progress. This is called noob gains. You're a beginner. When you're a beginner, like in any video game, when you even do anything, you kill your first boss, your progress tends to be significant. That's what tends to happen. It tends to get significant. And rightfully so, because you've done something you've never done before. So every movement you do when you're starting out in terms of your fitness journey, you're making a whole new progress, man. Whole new level of progress. I'm making this video for all of the fat people, man. I know you guys. I see you guys all the time outside, man. You guys are always gawking at me, wishing you have my physique. I'm helping you now. I'm telling you the framework. Now it's solely a matter of, am I willing to put in the work or not? Am I willing to put in the work? Do I really want this? You have to answer that for yourself. So we got the fitness side of things. The training side is really simple. Just train. Put your body through training, go up and down, up and down. Find any movement. Don't even look it up. Just do any movement, because you've never trained in your life before, right? So any movement is gonna benefit you. Now we need to know the eating part. Now the eating part, food is very important, because food is going to fuel us with the energy to continue going. If you want to build muscle, you need to prioritize protein. This is like a type of macronutrient. To make it very simple for you, macronutrient is basically the foods that have elements that are relatively big to consume, and it serves as a benefit to you. So I want you to eat lots of protein-rich meals, and that's going to help you build the muscle. So I really recommend you eat something like chicken, eggs. Those tend to be the most helpful foods for you to eat, and that's going to fuel your muscles. I need you to drink. I'm going to need you to drink your water also. I want you to drink and enjoy your water. It's going to fuel you and give you the energy you need to continue to carry on the day, not get dehydrated and lose your weight. Because hey, if you want to build muscle, yes, you can build muscle without eating. But if you want to have a big masculine figure, and in just terms of frame, a body that commands respect, you're going to need to eat a lot of food and make sure you're eating a healthy amount. Adding on to macronutrients, we also have carbohydrates. You can also eat that. That's like your bread, your biscuits. There's actually two types of carbohydrates. There's simple carbohydrates. These are also the unhealthy ones. They tend to give you like a big energy boost in the beginning, but it's short-lived, so it does make you tired. Those are like your biscuits, your donuts. Avoid those bastards, right? You got your complex carbs. These are the ones that, in terms of energy, they don't come straight away, but it's a better long-lasting energy. It's also good if you want to do like running and stuff like that. It helps a lot. So I really recommend that. Fat, a lot of people like to put a bad notion on fat, saying fat isn't good. Well, you kind of need fat to live. And it just depends on how much body fat you have in your body. So the less body fat you have, the better. How to decrease your body fat? Well, if you're going on a bulk, so if you want to eat more food than you usually do, what you want to do is cut the calories, and you still eat the food you're doing when you were building your weight up, but you just eat less of that, you still build weight. If you still want to bulk and look lean, you can do cardio. So training that just benefits your heart and your lungs, like running, skipping, just any movement anything that's just you moving a lot, just running around in circles and whatnot. That's what I class as cardio. Lastly, I really recommend sleep, because sleep is extremely important in terms of recovering your muscles. We killed our muscles in just working out. It doesn't even have to be in the gym. When I started my fitness journey, I didn't start working out in the gym. I started out at home. So we kill our muscles training. We fuel our muscles by eating. You get our food, you get your drinks and whatnot, and then we recover our muscles through sleep. So that's the muscle building framework. That's really all I have to tell you. I hope I really made it simple for you. I don't want to use any complex words that may put you off or trick you or anything like that. So yeah, I really hope I managed to benefit you. In this video, I helped you. The muscle building framework 101. This is what I told myself 5 years ago. 5 years ago, because when I started 5 years ago, I didn't know shit, man. I did not know shit. So if I were to end it, I'll end it by saying this. Your muscles are built in the gym. Your muscles are fueled in the kitchen. Your muscles recover in sleep. I hope that makes the mindset and just everything else in your approach to fitness really simple. So it's really down to this. Train well, Eat well, sleep well. You're gonna build muscle. It takes time. I know it's very easy to, want to not do it and feel demotivated and discouraged as a byproduct because you're seeing all of these fitness influencers with the body you want. But you do have to understand they've been training for years. It will take time. Don't compare your journey with others in terms of fitness. You will have different genetics, so things function differently, but the end goal will be the same. It just takes some longer than others, but you will get there. So stay strong, eat well, sleep well, train well. Remember, muscles are built in the gym or just any form of, physical working out activity. Muscles are fueled by eating, and muscles are recovered and grown through sleep.